So for jumping out of the plane, basically I picked the location that I didn't think anybody would go to at all. I didn't think anybody would go to the bottom right of the map. So the beginning of this is me just really looting, nothing too specific. I usually go for a assault rifle and a submachine gun just for medium to long and short range because I use it 6 times on it, as you can see. Um, Now, I prefer the MP5K because I think it's the best submachine gun in the game since they nerfed the JS9. All right, so this is a good time to pause and talk about my inventory management. Usually, in almost every game, I carry at least three first aids. Three first aids. If I don't get a kill and can't get the first aids back from somebody, then I don't deserve to survive this game. But I get three first aids, usually two painkillers and five energy drinks, or three. I try to get one to three smokes, depending on if I have the smoke launcher, the M79, and then one frag or two frags, maybe a stun, but I'm playing with myself, so I got a stun this time, and then as much ammo as I can carry. Now, with the new update, bandages are more important, so I've been collecting a lot more bandages because the time to put on bandages is like 3 seconds. It's really good right now. So that's the bag management. You want to make sure you have your bag management uh, under wraps, like so that you know exactly what you're gonna have in your bag at all times. Because knowing what you have in your bag saves you time with looting. One of the biggest problems people have is that they just loot consistently nonstop, and that really messes up people's rotations. It makes them slow to fights, and then they want to just loot all the time. So it's always good to know what you're picking up, why you're picking it up, and have a set loadout most of the time so it's less things to worry about and think about. So now I see the storm's coming, I look at the map, and then I look at the map twice. So when I look at the map, I'm trying to figure out what my route is based on what the storm is giving me. So right here, I look at the map again and I see I'm all the way away from the circle. So my idea here is to go far right and go all the way up the map. Um, So right here, I don't know if you can hear it, but I hear a car. I'm like, oh crap, there's a car behind me. So I quickly try to do some maneuvers. I look at them. I said, oh crap, there they are. And they start shooting at me. So I'm solo. I could try to switch out the car, but I know it's a full team or close to a full team. So I try to just drive around, and my plan is to get to a very building populated area. So the only building populated area that's close is let's pause real quick. The only populated area that's close is, what is this place on the map? I forget. Oh, the only populated area that's close is Terminal. So I attempt to drive directly to Terminal, and I'm going to get out of the car and start to fight these dudes through the buildings to have as much cover and be as ratty as possible to get minimum of 4 kills if it's 4 people. However, I realized that they stopped chasing me. My car's a little damaged. I used a little bit of gas, and I almost slipped again, which would have been tragic. I'm the only player. So then I decided to drive across this bridge. I do a little bit of weaving just to make sure nobody has a panzer, just to fake them out if they did were there. All right. So now I have pulled up the map and I see that uh, I'm still far away from the circle, but I have enough meds now to where I can park close to the circle so nobody hears the vehicle and run in. Usually when people see that the circle's half of it's in the water, then they're going to be already at all the buildings, most likely in ranked. And also, most people like to stay around the edge if they're playing by themselves or if they're doing the same strategy I'm doing, which is like playing a little passive. So basically, I decided to not be heard by the cars and just go ahead and uh, park the car and run in on foot. Now it is getting close to phase 4, so it gets a little dicey. Once I get out the car, I decide to heal up right away just in case anybody's close. I look around my surroundings and then I proceed to the circle. Now, I want to be fully boosted, and I also want to get there as quickly as possible because we have 2 seconds and it's phase 4 and it's going to start chunking. I don't want to use all my first aid, so I'll put my gun away and start running. All right, so I hear people to my left. I need to make sure that I pay attention to that. Do I spot them? So I believe I spot them. So I start running to the right a little bit. See one guy right there. And then what I'm doing now is I'm going to get in this circle and I'm going to try to be in cover as much as possible. Don't see him. Stay in cover so I can heal. Then I hear somebody close. I said, oh, he's shooting at somebody, so he doesn't know I'm here. So I'll pull up, see him. Easy kill. Now, instead of looting him because he was shooting at somebody, I decided to get in the circle. Try to keep watching my left to make sure nobody pushes up. But I hear this fighting, so I want to third party this. So when I'm walking up, I'm trying to see. Don't see anything. But then I hear him. Easy, quick knock. Thirst. By yourself, thirst, because no matter what rank you are, you want to get those extra points, the extra KP. All right, so I know it's. So right now, I ran. I know there's another knock. I know that there's another person, but I've moved from the position that I was shooting at, and now I'm expecting them to peek over the ridge to find me. But they don't know where I'm at, obviously, because they didn't see me. So let's continue. I still have some time for the circle. I decided to boost up some more while I'm waiting, and then I spot them. Right there. Top right. See him? Knock him. Move over. Try to get the thirst. We got to keep going towards the circle. Great. Got the thirst. Now, there was a second knock, which means there has to be at least 2 more people. So I'm sitting here for a second to see if I see him. And then when I noticed that the circle is really close to my right, I decided to move. Now, unfortunately, I did nothing but leg and lower body shots. So that was the first game that I'm going to review. And the only thing I would say that I do after every game is I sit back and reflect on what I could have done better. The placement of my bullets could have been better. I should have aimed higher. Also, I should have rotated a little differently. Instead of being so open, I could have used the ridge a little bit more to see him first, or played a little slower, closer to the zone. But that was me trying to get to the zone faster, which can be a blessing and a curse. You don't want to fight the storm and people, but you also don't want to go too fast where the people see you before you see them. So this is your boy Toasty Graham. See you in the next one.